I got something else for you to think about. Republicans saying that everybody has an equal opportunity in this country, Mike Johnson, Trump, whoever is spewing that lie, let me tell you why it's not true. The reason it's not true is because I will show you a few situations that will make you understand that they're full of shit. So my ex-girlfriend, we got together. She's disabled. We now have a platonic relationship, and I take care of her. And when she had kids, when she was 18, 19, she worked 3 jobs. She worked 2 jobs to pay for the kids and the living expenses, and worked a 3rd job to pay for daycare. One of the jobs she was working, she had to quit because a man gave her the ultimatum: you sleep with me or you can go find a new job. So she had to go find a new job. People going around and like talking about immigrants coming in and taking their jobs, Trump saying that immigrants are coming in and taking black people's jobs and stuff, that is so sick. Let me tell you why. You see, I've worked jobs where I've been working a job with a crew, and then Mexicans come in and lay in sod. And I've watched these men over here that complain about immigrants coming over here and taking jobs, and I watch these same people sit there and watch Mexicans throw sod, which I have done with Mexicans, get bit by ants all day. I've watched them sit there and say, I wouldn't do that job. So they're going to sit there and complain about immigrants coming in and taking jobs, but they're going to be working at a site where Mexicans are throwing sod, getting bit by ants, and saying, I would never do that. But at the same time, they're complaining about Mexicans coming in and doing work that they would never do. I've done it. I had to do it. When I saw an opportunity to throw sod with Mexicans, I did it. And let me tell you something else, it was not a job I wanted to do. It was miserable. I found myself, because my shoes were getting stuck in mud when it was raining, throwing sod, that I just had to take my shoes off because I couldn't throw. They were coming off my feet. And they were boots, dude. That's how deep in the clay the mud was. They were freaking shoes like this that should have stayed on my feet. I ended up taking them off and throwing sod to do it. And Trump saying that immigrants are coming in and taking black jobs. Well, we know what immigrants come here and do. Is he implying that black people, because they handle the sun better, should be working in the field and that's their jobs? So the whole thing with Republicans saying that people can get ahead and people complaining about jobs and people coming to this country and doing jobs, when I sit there and watch them say they would never do that job. They would never pick strawberries. They would never do this or that. And this is a little off topic, but it's kind of relative, so I'll say it again. Because in Africa, there's this act that they did where black people get affirmative action. Black people get jobs before white people. The thing is, they're Dutch over there that were settlers from way back when they went around terrorizing the world and capturing slaves and selling them. Their ancestors or their offspring are there, and because of affirmative action, they have all this hate towards black people and them not being able to get a job and all this. And over in this country, America, where they helped slaves end up over here, I'm sure they were part of it. And there's all these black people over here. And I sit here and been watching white people my whole life because I got to work with them, got to be around them, got to work. Sit there and say, if they don't like it here, they can go back. They should go back where they came from. Well, the people who were into the slave trade in Africa at this day that are descendants of them, they can't leave Africa. No one will help them get out of Africa. They want to leave Africa because they can barely feed themselves. They don't have electricity. They live in camps in the woods. Half the black people in Africa don't even know they're there and what they're going through. But the point remains. is that white people over here saying that other races should go back where they came from, when the perpetrators of those people being over here in the first place are in the same predicament and they're white in Africa where they came from. Saying that is absurd. I'm sorry, it's absurd. It's absurd. It's absurd. I think I just made a valid point. I said this in another video, and someone that the people I wanted to see me say that, it got a view and it got a dislike. So that's good. The people that I wanted to see that video, they saw the video and it got a dislike. I achieved my thing. I'm going to be going on Twitter and blasting every video I've made really soon. And I'm just saying, Republican white Christian conservatives and their rhetoric, everything from everybody has an opportunity in America, which is bullshit, to complaining about migrants coming over here and them saying that they would never do that job ever, and complaining about them coming over here and doing the job, to perpetrators of slavery trapped in Africa who have nothing, just like the black people that they put over here, and the white people over here saying that they can go back where they came from, when the perpetrators of the actual whole situation are in the same situation in Africa and they're white. Y'all look really stupid. Do you understand, like, how the logic behind that is really messed up? Do you see it? Do you see it?